Well, exposure to toxic chemicals and poor working conditions are just two of the many reasons nail salon workers are pushing for change. Well, News 12's Eli Murillo has more on how they believe that can happen.
For the second time since October, Governor Kathy Hochul is delaying the rule that would require nail salons to install ventilation systems that could prevent manicurists and customers from inhaling harmful chemicals. Now, members of the New York Healthy Nail Salons Coalition are calling out Governor Kathy Hochul after they say she is failing to protect workers. Executive Director Charlene Obernauer says they've been advocating for legislation to improve the conditions for nail salon workers, most recently pushing for the Nail Salon Minimum Standards Council Act. Obernauer says the act would create a board of nail salon workers, small business owners, and state officials to put into place industry-wide wage, safety, and workplace standards. In a tweet posted by the coalition on Thursday, they wrote in part, "In response to New York nail salon workers' heroic organizing for better conditions, the state of New York concluded that new ventilation standards were required in order to protect workers. Our state's nail technicians cannot afford to wait any longer for basic measures to protect themselves from toxic chemicals." She says the delay is an example of how workers are exploited on the job due to low wages and poor working conditions, and not being able to negotiate or even have a conversation with leaders in power.
We have some of the highest costs of living in New York City and some of the lowest prices to get your manicure or pedicure or other salon services. So what would it look like to re-envision the industry, to transform the industry, and to have everybody kind of get together and say, we're not going to charge these low prices anymore. We're going to try to raise the floor.
Obernauer tells me this delay is even more problematic because of COVID. She says good ventilation helps lessen the exposure to the virus while on the job. In Castle Hill, Eli Murillo, News 12.
A lot of moving parts there, Ellie, thank you. And the Department of State tells us they've issued an emergency regulation to allow businesses an additional 6 months to meet those ventilation standards. And they say it will be extended until October 4th.